TV. This is State Champions Week. We are at semi-final stages of the men's fours. Also got some women's singles semi-finals on, and just the early stages of our Champion of Champions women's singles as well. My name's Tony Sherwell. Very happy to be here bringing you the bowls today from Bendigo East. Thank you to the City of Greater Bendigo for hosting us. Absolutely perfect conditions. Alongside me is the one and only Brad Marin. Morning, Brad.
Morning, Tone. How are you?
Going very well. Going very well. This is the opening end of this match with Bundoora representing YAR up against Ocean Grove representing Geelong. Leeds have just bowled their bowls. So lineups for the Bundoora team. Jack Woodhouse will lead. He's using an Aero Optima, green and white. He has the shot bowl at the moment, size 4. Luke Eddington. Edo will probably refer to him as every now and again using a Henselite XG light blue, size 4. Caleb Shaw using an Henselite XG. It's a white and orange style. That's a size 3, skippered by the one and only Dean O'Neill, who's using an Aero Optima, kind of a blue multicolour. We'll get to see that when he changes ends. Yeah, lovely shot there from Edo. They're up against a pretty good combination from Ocean Grove. These guys will all be very familiar with each other's games. Leading out is Zach Abro. He's using an Aero Optima, size 3.5, blue in colour. Owen Clark is 2 in that rink using a Premier, Greenmaster Premier. It's a red bowl with a Bombers logo on it to keep Lucas happy. Mickey Sloper plays 3 in that rink using an Aero Evolve black and white. And skipping is the one and only Tyson Cromie with a brand new set of Henselite XG Peacocks, which he's had since the Vic Open a few weeks ago. Nice to have a few people joining us in the chat this morning. Matt West saying go well boys, watching from Mildura. Mickey West saying go the Grovers. Morning Mick. Sarah Rogers excited for the perfect conditions. It's drizzling in Melbourne, so there you go. It is beautiful here. Yeah, well played, Mick Sloper. Just rests out the shot bowl.
Got the other semi-final over a couple of rinks over. The rink being we've got McCraig, Caldwell, Lehman, skippered by the one and only JT. They're representing the Murray Down region, and they're up against Matheson, McGregor, Nick Dorr, skipped by the one and only old mate Simon Jeffrey from Heathmont. So we'll give you regular updates from that one as we can.
And also got some women's singles, so semi-final stage of women's singles. We saw a couple of these players yesterday on our stream. As Mick Sloper brings in another good bowl. Great opening set from him. So Maureen Drennan in the women's singles semi-final up against Olivia Cartwright. So that's West Coast versus Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields. And the second semi is Nicole Wendt representing Northern Gateway up against Nicole McKenzie from Sandbelt. The Battle of the Nicoles. So 1 from 1, Brad.
Switched on this morning, mate.
I am. I'm up and about. Morning to Rowdy Arthur. He's paying particular attention to the boys from his region, which is the Murray Mallee team, skippered by Josh Thornton. As we said, we'll give you updates on those.
Dean's probably 2 down. Electing to play his backhand, probably lacking his speed, I think. Asking it to hurry. It's good effort. So, 2 Mickey Sloper's bowls. You can see there the Collingwood colours we'll go with. He's an avid Collingwood fan, I know.
Yep.
Can't help bad luck, Tone, but anyhow.
Well, they're going to have a good battle on Anzac Day. The Collingwood colours there, and as we said, the Bombers logo on the red Greenmaster Premiers used by Owen Clark.
Ty's playing his backhand here, being a left-hander.
If he can sit in that red Bombers bowl we're talking about.
Just needs to clear the front. He's played it well.
Does it really well.
Well played. Tell you what, could throw a blanket over 6 of them there. And this is the first end, so could be in for a good one here.
Yeah, I think you're right. Dean O'Neill's got a very good drive on him, so I'd be surprised if we see a bit of weight here.
Big wave here. What have we got? Looking for the red. Oh, he's... Oh, wow.
Oh, dear. There's one bowl still to come, but there are a couple of bowls resting on this, so it's a tight end so far.
Wow,
So that front bowl, if you look at it that way, closest to the mat is Dean O'Neill's. The other flat blue bowl is Zach Abro's bowl, so both teams with a resting toucher.
Don't know whether or not Mickey Slopers is resting on it either.
It'll be close. I don't think there'll be much gap in there.
But I think, as you can see, I think Mickey's bowl is the reason why Zach's isn't falling over. I think the contact between Mick and his teammate Zach's is actually making them, you know, hold the back toucher. Otherwise it would probably fall over. So Tice is playing, probably just getting there on the forehand, land the bowls. I think he's a fraction wide though.
Just a bit high. Good control weight by Dean O'Neill too. Didn't smack it too hard.
So it's probably going to be a no scoring end. Wow,
There we go. How do we put that in the
nil
graphic here? What's that going to do to your graphics?
Nil all after one. That's bizarre, isn't it? Just put, yeah.
Try and put a 0 in. We'll see what happens. See if this will throw up a couple of errors, but it is effectively a tight end. Or not effectively, it is exactly a tight end.
You don't see that very often.
Nope.
At all.
Certainly don't. But what I do like, Bradley Marin, is I reckon that gives us a good indication of where this game's going to get to.
Definitely, mate. Absolutely. Tyson's had a massive year since making the move down to Geelong. I think he's in 3 events this week. So it just goes to show that the form that he's in, and I'm sure that, you know, obviously Ocean Grove winning the flag, see a fair bit of these 3 other fellas during the live stream that Geelong now do, and then they're up against the Premier League ring. So, this one, mate, good luck picking a winner.
Part of the country winning team in the City v Country last weekend as well. In very good form. Morning, Janine. We will do our darndest to entertain you. Maybe we'll sing a song if it starts to have a bit of a lull in the game. Thankfully, I don't think there'll be a lull, so we won't have to sing.
I'll let you lead that one off, mate. While the lead's just Wajac's putting down his second one, I just want to, for those that are coming this week and coming to watch some bowls, that the Bendigo Jack High Bowl Shop does have the pop-up store here. They've got all your bowls needs and whatnot, so come and see Luke and Jackie, and I'm sure they'll kit you out with all the new bowls, new shoes, new attire, and all the condiments that come with it.
Jackie Woodhouse with a good start.
Obviously we're very spoilt for choice in games that you can stream.
We had some great games yesterday, didn't we?
Definitely.
25-24 and 25-23, I think, were the 2 games we streamed. Can't ask for too much more. Yeah, pretty good opener from Zach Abro.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I reckon in the women's single final there'll be Nicole playoff, so hoping I'm right.
Which spelling are you referring to?
Double L.
Yeah, right, okay. There you go. Nice. I thought for a second you were going to sit on the fence.
No.
It's not your style.
Too spiky the fence, mate.
Yep. Morning, Casper.
Casper,
nice
the
to
great
have you
man.
joining us today. Try and describe these conditions. There's barely a breath of wind. It is picture perfect blue skies and a green that
Great
rivals
shot.
any in the country.
Terrific shot, Owen Clark.
Yeah, well played. No nerves early from anyone. It's good to see. Josh Thornton's rink has picked up a 2 on the opening end in the other semi-final here. This is men's 4 State Champions Week for 2023.
Get out for tie last night, did you, mate?
No, we left here, well, not late, but we left here and we were kind of a bit cooked and just went to the local pub.
You ripper.
It's very quiet.
Beautiful.
Watched a little bit of a quite boring game of footy. Very one-sided.
That's a good game.
Caught some Zeds.
Great shot, Owen Clark. Fantastic shot. Tell you what.
What a start. And the rink next door, Liv Cartwright, has continued her devastating form. She's leading 6-2 over Maureen Drennan. That's, of course, the semi-finals of the women's state singles. The battle of the Nicoles. Nicole Went v Nicole McKenzie is 2 shots apiece. We do have the games in the Champion of Champions women's singles being live scored. So
jump on to Bowls Link. Go to the Women's Champions of Champions, select the match that you'd like to check the score of, and if you scroll down, the scorecard will be there. And once again, that will be updated as regularly as possible. Once again, they are volunteers doing that, so I'm sure they'll do their best to keep everyone happy.
Mighty Cats are back in town, Casper, no doubt about that. A few hiccups in the first couple of games, but back to their best last night.
Jeremy Cameron and win the Brownlow and Coleman the same year.
Ooh.
Mate, he's in stellar form, as is Mickey Sloper. Oh. What a shot. 3 bowls in a row, Mickey Sloper's put inside 6 inches. He's come to play.
What a start. I think he'll be doing well to wrestle the Brownlow off Marcus Pontempelli this year. Take that one to the bank.
Oh, that's one of the most overrated players in the comp.
No, he's devastatingly good. You and I are going to start arguments about Jordan and LeBron and everything today, I reckon.
Don't have to, pal.
Caleb just missing narrow.
Writing's on the wall there. I think he'll probably cover.
Yep.
Toss is happy with the one and the setup that they've got, so tell him Mick to flip over on his backhand, probably add a yard on his last and get into a good home.
Gary Ball just saying Green looks pacey. Now, you were saying earlier, Brad, that people will probably look at this and think it'll be a little bit slow, a little bit.
Yeah, effectively, you automatically think 9 a.m. in the morning it's going to be a little bit doughier, but mate, I've said it time after time, these are the best greens in Victoria. Tonks and his staff do a phenomenal job. You just have to look at the coverage to understand that and know that, and until you play on them, and once you play on them you probably agree as well, but they're definitely, this will be 14.5, 15.
Yep.
And it will quicken up to 16.5 this afternoon, so I'm sure if you ask the lady competitors that played in the singles game yesterday, they would have said it much quicker in the afternoon than in the morning, so.
And Neil saying it's got a hold. He's worried about this ripping a touch, which it does.
They played just a couple of feet of speed, trying to get either the red or Mickey Sloper's bowl. Just pinched it tight. Tice is jumping on the mat. I don't think he'll be going too close to it. I think he'll be just getting another one out towards Dean's last bowl. Willie's turn, Jack's bowl. Wanted to try and get under it to Jack's other bowl. Just hung a little bit wide, played good speed. So, bit of discussion here. So you could hear that in the effects mic. If you get the red, or if you're around the red, you get the same result. So predicting much the same. Couple of feet on the forehand, give himself the chance. I think he's a fraction wide. He is. Wouldn't be surprised if Tice takes this. It's probably. No, he's going to elect to play it. Try and get around his own to the back one. How close is he going to, given the fact they've got one in a good measure, how close is he going to try and get? Just going to miss wide. Good shot though. It's a good start. It's 1 or 2. Definitely 1. I'll get the tape out. Caleb Shaw's been up here all week in the under-18s, Tone.
He has. He's last year in the under-18s.
Mickey saying, you've got me for a few years, pal. You can jump down and measure this one.
Fair enough too.
Calipers are being used. Mickey's not happy with that. This could be an umpire call.
Yeah.
1. No, 1.
There we go.
One shot there, so it is 1-0 after 2.
2 ends.
Don't let that, don't think that that's a mistake. It is the score. 1-0 after 2.
We don't make mistakes, do we?
But not with, mate, your efforts fixing that scoreboard yesterday. That was noted took you 10 minutes to manufacture, but you got there in the end.
I did.
Well done.
Perseverance. Now, Matt West is saying Tim English would be in front of the Bont.
Mate, absolutely. Bontempelli's no good.
Pretty handy having a bloke like Tim English be 6'8" or 6'9" and runs like a rover.
Listening to the Saturday Rub on the way home yesterday, they were discussing Tim English is the best ruckman in the comp, and there was a discussion, what about when Max Gawn gets back? But I'll tell you what,
I take Tim English over Max Gawn.
So would I.
I reckon Max Gawn might be a ripping fella, but
you actually sound like a Western Bulldogs fan, are you, pal?
No, I'm a St Kilda supporter.
You're going to...
Disarms everyone, because everyone just looks at me now and goes, oh yeah. Well, we can't say
That
anything.
actually explains a fair bit, yeah, it does.
When I was old enough to make my own decisions, I was watching Tony Lockett play, and I thought he's the biggest and best. I'm going to follow him.
Yeah.
It's been a lean period since. But,
we play you today, so...
Yes, danger game.
For us, it'd be a 70-point win for the Saints today, mate.
Oh, well, we've got 14 on the injury list, so anything could happen. Morning, Tommy Graham. Tuning in to see the Bundy boys.
We've got 2 All-Australians out, pal, that hurts.
Who's out?
Sam Docherty, Zach Williams.
Nah, come on.
Lockie Plowman, unfortunately, didn't make the cut this week. One of the best down there at Icon Park.
Don't know if Zach Williams is necessarily in the mentions.
No, he's a gun.
Lovely weight there from Zach.
So Jack just be looking for a couple of feet here, sticking on his backhand. Tell you what, Joshy Thornton looks so calm and collected over there. Look at him, he's just a Sunday morning stroll. Right on cue, Jackie Woodhouse. Played a good shot.
He won't tell you this, JT, but he's struggling a little just at the minute. His legs giving him a bit of grief.
Actually did see him up at the chemist this morning. So
yeah. So he's won 2 state titles already this week. He's won the state disability singles and the state disability pairs. He was a member of the country team that got over the city team. He's had a big couple of weeks. And now he's in a semi-final of the men's fours at State Champions Week. Rodney Peterson says you should play Lockie Plowman, so there you go.
I said it yesterday. He's terrible.
You can't say that. He's an AFL level footballer. Edo just missing with his. That one will probably be out of play.
Uphill ditches, mate.
There we go. Uphill ditches just sticks on. It's just a little lip at the end.
Tell you what, when you see Ocean Grove at state championships, it's normally the flapper skipping most things when you see them.
Yeah, it's the first time in my recollection that we haven't had the greatest Victorian ever here, Matty Flapper. He is going to pop down this week at some stage and just keep an eye on some of his charges from Ocean Grove, give him a bit of support.
Luke clears that. Oh, it's his own bowl, so it's also sort of surrounding that dark blue one there of Zach's. You can see on the screen there's nothing, no one's nailed the jack yet. It's been the loosest head of the three so far.
Speaking of support, Tyson Cromie's got his father and his brother just arrived in the building to cheer him on too. Nice to see Tim and Cobes. Now Mickey Sloper, Brad, has not missed with his first 4 bowls.
No, he hasn't actually.
What can he do here?
I'm going to back him in to draw a shot here, just from how he started, mate. It's hard to go against him, to be fair, at the moment.
Yeah, JT did beat Jimmy in the tipping. Well, that's actually not that hard.
Oh, have a look at that.
Oh, wow. Mickey Sloper just doing Mickey Sloper things now.
Clive Peters' shot of the day so far.
I think you'll find Jimmy's all mouth, Sean. He actually doesn't know how to tip anything.
Himself out of a chair when he's had a few, maybe.
Adam Easton saying Plowman will still get the blame if Carlton lose today.
No, well, probably not, but I mean, there's still probably some that would, but
Morning, Scott Majon.
can't allow 10 turnovers per quarter from the great man, so.
True. I like your comment too, Vinnie McElwain. Looking forward to seeing you.
What a shot here from Caleb.
Great response.
He's drawn the shot. Fantastic shot.
Reckon he's drawn the shot?
Falls over at shot.
Front of the bowls, middle of the jack. Same again, mate.
Clear call there from Tice. Front of the bowl, middle of the jack. So now Slopes has got the picture in his head of where the bowl is. Gives himself the best chance to get to it.
Can't miss.
I think this is going to be his first bad one. Tone.
And his bad one's still finished.
And it's
2 foot away.
Couple of feet. This is how we going here from Caleb. Clears that one. He's a chance. Oh, it's a great shot. He's made one. Terrific shot there. Shot for shot at the moment.
I mean, look, it's a quality Bundoora outfit. I'm not sure if I saw these 4 boys on paper what positions I would have played any of them. They can all play every shot.
I think the only one that was certainty was Dean to skip.
Yeah, fair call.
The other 3 were take your pick.
There is certainly some talent there.
I think Tice just be, well, Tice has got 2 bowls of Owens, 6 foot past. He's probably got 2 seconds as well, so I think he'll just be getting there with a good couple of feet, land the bowl, trail jack sort of thing. Just lacking his speed, so he'll be looking to rectify that with his next. Dean's looking for his forehand, I think we can hear there. Through the gap of the front 2. Back to Mickey Sloper's bowl.
Morning, Noreen. Bringing you some coverage today of semi-final action, State Champions Week. Keep you updated with all the other games that are going on.
That is drifting.
Tyson jogging after this one. She's just going to find the high side. She did on the first end back this way, so.
What's Dino playing here, Tone? Much the same, trying to just get through that front hole rather than around it.
I think so. I mean, his danger is he touches Caleb onto the jack and gives it away, but...
Well, his weight on his first was good, so I'd be thinking he'd be just trying to get under Slope's front one. I think his weight's just letting him down there a couple of feet. So it's going to be Wonder, the Bundy boys, and now it is 1 apiece after 3. The only most common other times you hear one for one after 3 is in cricket, Tone.
True. So for those that didn't see the first end, there was 2 resting touches from opposing teams, so no score. A 15 end game does count as a completed end.
Did you play in region events this year, Tone, or you don't sort of play in them, mate?
No, I didn't. I spent too much time stuck behind the desk.
Is that is that the reason, or you just forgot to put your entries in?
Just didn't want to embarrass myself. But, Eastern Rangers have hit the front in the other semi-final. That's Eastern Rangers v Murray Melly. They're leading 3-2. They played 3 ends.
Great shot there from Jack. Jack high. Terrific shot.
Jack's high. Oh, it is Jack high. Right, I got you.
Updating the other game of the women's, we've given you the update that Olivia Cartwright leads 6 shots to 4 over Maureen Drennan, and we have got Nicole McKenzie currently leads 8 shots to 3 over Nicole Wendt, and that's between Sandbelt and Northern Gateway.
Well played. I'm just watching a fair bit of this Maureen Drennan v Liv Cartwright match, and Maureen Drennan's putting pressure on. Liv Cartwright jumped out to an early lead, but since then it's been all Maureen Drennan. Liv Cartwright just scratching around a touch.
Still sticking with me, pick from the word go, mate. Liv Cartwright to win.
You did.
I think the endurance, having youth on your side, helps you in 2 full days of bowls.
I wouldn't know. I remember back that far.
Is that the 2 full days or the youth?
Both.
So Zach just finding his speed a bit better there after his first one.
Luke Eddington's got a nice no fuss delivery.
He's just a top
Rock
bloke.
solid.
Just a top bloke, mate. Edo. Great shot, yeah. Fantastic shot.
That's what it's all about.
Hole in front, mate. Draw the shot.
So I'll see Owen probably 2 down here. Just getting to it on his forehand. Give themselves a chance. Making sure he's probably past the jack. Might help. He's just going to slip past. No, it's good. Gives him a chance with his next one. See Liv next door just having a chat to the old man, the great man David Cartwright. Bit of advice.
He's a big man.
Also, he is. I wouldn't say for some advice. I'd say for more.
Meadows just kicked the jack back slightly.
Correct. I'd say when you're probably at this level, you're not so much asking for coaching. You're more so just getting the approval that you know that it's the right thing to go with.
It's just testing ideas, I reckon, isn't it?
So Owen only has to take off 2 feet now from his last.
Looks pretty good.
I think he has. Just needs to hurry.
Gets the thumbs up from Tyson Cromie.
Caleb walking to the mat. Probably one and a good measure down.
Women's champion and champion singles. Cass Millerick is up representing Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields over Julie Fitt from Northern Gateway, 10-5.
Caleb just slipping past. Not saying too much, but I'd say it's close. As the great man walks back towards the mat, Mickey Sloper keeps up his form. He's going to draw the shot.
Mickey Hollingworth, JT's rink, so Murray Melly trailing 2-3 to the Eastern Rangers rink. Early days, obviously, 3 ends in. They got a 2 on the first end and then dropped a 1 and a 2 after that.
So Mickey Sloper playing his 4 end. Probably got a couple of feet of room to draw the shotty and count. And as predicted, draw the shot. So, mate, he started off red hot as Mickey Sloper.
They're also just looking over there, Bradley Marin. There doesn't look to be an opponent for the Strzelecki player in the Champion of Champions. So she's just having a roll on her own. So that's Julie Jeeves. So
gives you confidence when you're rolling on your own and you're winning every end, doesn't it? So I see Caleb here, probably just trying to do much the same as his first. Any improvement on speed. Is he going to get the jack? Oh, he's touched it, I think.
Whisper of.
How much of a difference has that made? He's touched it.
Lovely spot, mate. Just trying to drop inside the blue one. Hit the Caleb was really good.
Thank you, Vicky, for your kind words. Saying great picture and coverage on the big screen in the lounge. That sounds pretty nice to me.
Sunny morning watching bowls.
Yeah, can't argue with that. I mean, obviously, Vicky will have been to church already. Just settling in for some action. Of course, after this match, we'll have the final, and we'll work out whether that'll be men's fours or women's singles. Either way, they'll be next door to each other, so we'll give you as much as we can of both.
Dino probably 2 down here. Asking for it to hold, to make contact with Eddo's. Just slipping under. Great speed. Terrific speed there. So Tice going back to the map. I think he's definitely holding 1. It's close for the second, I would suggest, seeing it from where we are. He's going to be lining up on his forehand. Asking for it to hurry. I think it's the only thing that's going to stop him. Great line. So, if Dean can get this jack 4 foot around the corner, he's probably going to make 3 or 4. They've got 4 bowls sort of on that side. Any movement of the jack's going to be an improved position from where they are. If you can see it early on, it's one of the ones you want to get. Set the tone early. He's sort of stalking it a little bit. I think he might be a bit wide tone.
Yeah, touch high.
Well, I think it's definitely 2 now. He, unfortunately for them, turned both bowls in.
Both opposition bowls. Tyson Cromie has the option to add a little more pain.
The old train in the background. Good shot next door from Maureen Drennan. A little bit unlucky there.
Yeah, unfortunately, jags the jack back to some waiting Cartwright bowls.
So here goes Tice. What's he got? Much better speed.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes, there's a couple of calls of yes. A few high fives. And we've got a 3. So there's our first multiple tone. 3 shots.
Confirmed as 3. Val will give you the scores of the ladies' champion of champions singles as well.
It's only one game up here.
One game on this green, given a walkover has occurred on one of the matches.
It's Cass Milrick, currently 11. I think it's Julie Fitt.
Yes, correct, from Northern Gateway.
Northern Gateway currently on 6, so still early days in that.
All the other games are being live scored, so you'll be able to jump into Bowls Link and tap on the game you're after and get the end-by-end scores. I can tell you that Maureen Drennan got it back to 6-all against Liv Cartwright, but then unfortunately just dropped to 3. So that's the semi-final of the women's state singles. Maureen Drennan 6 from West Coast up against Liv Cartwright. Bendigo Campaspe Goldfield, she's on 9. And the battle of the Nicoles in the other semi-final there. Nicole Went from Northern Gateways on 5. And Nicole McKenzie from Sandbelt on 9.
Great start there from Zach.
JT's picked up a bit of a number in the men's 4 semi-final. They now lead 5-3, picking up a 3 on that last end.
You're all over it this morning, mate. Must have got some sleep last night. You
I did.
on the ball today.
I'm up and about.
I think you got some score to rectify on the commentator's scoreboard from yesterday, mate.
Oh, those 3 zipped down and then I stopped looking. I got a little scared. So I could just +1 that myself.
He's back. There he goes. Oh, 2 zip already. What was the first one for?
I'm not sure, but you probably said something wrong.
I think I've been set up here.
You probably talk about church.
So Zach's flipped the switch,
Yeah, pretty good opening set.
jumped
from
on his
Zach.
forehand and probably about 18 inches tone.
1 yard.
Moonee Valley boys have rocked in. They shared some accommodation with the Bundoora boys last night. So they'll be here to support them. They have a few good mates from junior bowls together and so forth.
Great shot, Jackie Woodhouse. Terrific shot.
Second shot.
Jack high, mate. Zach's is 2 feet out.
There we go, a clear call there from Tice. Holding one, Jack high.
Right, Dan, mate. I think the weight's all right.
Looks to be on a good line.
There we go.
Needs a hurry.
Just going to cut the head slightly.
There, mate.
So who's going to get in the door first? Edo's asking for it to turn. Probably a fraction large. Probably didn't want that speed.
Another yard, mate. It's a bowl pass now. Turn, it's good.
Clear call there.
Yeah, great skipping from Dyson Cromie.
I think just get into it, mate.
Morning, Stephen, who's watching from Warrnambool.
Get that one out of the way, that's good too.
Got a good match here. Started absolutely on fire. This is a pretty
Terrific
good effort.
shot.
Well played.
Alan Clark, terrific shot.
He's a touch short with his first one, but that one's A1.
Doesn't matter.
Drysdale Bowling Club, they're cheering on the Grover boys. Don't mind this too. It's just going to slide on by, is it? Couple of catches waiting at the back for the Bundoora boys.
So last end, Liv Cartwright picked up a 3, as you mentioned, Tone, and on the game, a couple of rings over from that, Nicole was 9-5 down and has just picked up a couple to go 9-7.
Liv Cartwright's just coming off a wide bowl and in for resting toucher too, so she'll take that one.
Big one here from Mickey. Doors open, holding 2 currently. Wants to really nail it with this one.
It's got speed. It's probably not a bad spot to finish given the 2 Bundoora bowls back there, so.
Do you go for early morning runs and whatnot, Tone? I didn't see you this morning, mate.
I mean, looking at me, you'd have to think yes, wouldn't you?
Wow. Got the face of radio, that's for sure.
4 feet you count, 6 feet to the jack.
Caleb will look to correct that one with his next.
As will Mickey on the mat now. You heard from Tice. 4 foot you count, 6 foot you're on the jack.
Still looks big to me.
Doesn't want to move the jack now. Oh, it's close. It's no one's really nailed it apart from Owen Clark's.
Geelong Bowls region cheering on their charges as well. This looks alright.
Very from Shorey. Terrific shot, Caleb.
His first one was proper short and great correction from Caleb Shaw.
That was sure to be better.
Well played.
Don't know if I'll get any points for that one, but I
It's not
wouldn't
worth
think
a
so.
point.
No, I don't think
No,
so.
but at least you're starting to get a bit of confidence back.
Yeah.
You might play your way into a couple of points.
Yeah, okay. So, Tice, what's he got? Well, it's their own bowl.
Oh,
Oh, a bit fortunate.
don't know whether it's got shot. I favour Luke Eddington's bowl still shot, but it was a bit of a chunky one that got a fortunate result.
Caleb just saying draw another one. That would suggest that
Yeah,
Luke
Luke
Eddington's
Eddington's got
bowl.
shot.
So, plenty of room for a player like Dean. He's gone from strength to strength in the last 18 months, even more so than he already was.
It's fallen into the same trap as
Just
Tyson has, getting this way a couple of times and just not coming back. David Shroonan says Mick Sloper's the living legend. The crazy chicken man.
Crazy chicken man.
Yeah.
We'll have to get his thoughts on that one.
Yep.
I don't know if it's an insult to him because I'm not going to argue with him. I'll let you handle that one, Tone. How you please?
Yeah, no, not insulting Mickey Sloper. Actually, Mick's a good fellow. We've had him on the stream a few times.
Tice is going big waggy.
Yep.
Hey, what's he got?
Oh,
Asking. Someone said
well played
down.
by
Someone
Laureen Smith, paying attention. One rink over.
Tyson
Stopped
said
that bowl.
down. Someone said hold. So now Dean, well, he drops 2 feet. He counts, doesn't he?
He wasn't far off with his
No.
first. He certainly dropped some speed. Has he dropped too much?
I think he needs to call it to hurry. So it's going to be one to someone.
One, two.
One to Caleb's crew. It's always good when the thirds sort of look over and give you the help you out tone rather than guess.
Yeah, we did have a chat to them before the game started and they've been very good.
(4-2) after 5.
Third of the way through this match. Probably panning out almost as we expected, nice and tight. Never going to be a lot in it. Murray Malley picks up another one in their semi-final. They now lead 6-3 after 5 ends.
players who are playing the away from the ditch side of the green. He's probably the better hand of the two.
Yep. Speaking of the greatest ever Victorian, Matty Flapper is in the building.
He is.
We knew he'd come down and cheer on the Ocean Grove players at some stage. Thank you, Vivian. There's a little bit of wind kicking up now, just to keep it interesting.
Great speed there from Zach. It's a decent
good
start. Jack just needs to add a couple of feet here on his forehand, turf him out a little bit wider. Does get back there late. I think he's just fallen short again. So opportunity early for the Ocean Grove crew to really nail it and set the tone for the end.
Crazy Chicken Man says he played with Mick Sloper at Ballarat Memorial Sports. Says the man can bowl.
He can.
That is true. He was in devastating form for the first 3 or 4 ends.
What's Edo done here? Probably just a fraction high.
Yeah, line's
Andy.
very good.
No, probably a little bit of room now for Owen. He's played well the last few ends, Owen.
He has. He's dialed in. Just a touch shy.
Meadow looking closer here. Just needs to steady. Good shot.
Good enough for shot. Cass Millerick in the Champion of Champions singles round of 16. She's leading 13-8 over Julie Fitt from Northern Gateway.
Can't quite see the Nicole McKenzie scoreboard. I do know Nicole won the last end. Might be back to 9-8 in favour of
9-8.
Nicole McKenzie from Sandbelt.
Spot on. Liv Cartwright's kicked away again. Representing Bendigo Campaspe Goldfield. She's up 11-6 over Maureen Drennan from West Coast.
So Owen, unfortunately with both of his, was short of the jack, so now's a chance for Caleb. He's probably got 2 feet of room to count. Asking for it to hold is Jack Woodhouse. Probably more so just needed a couple of feet of speed.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Are you coach of this Bundoora team, Tone, like having the affiliation?
They actually, as soon as I walk in the clubhouse these days, they grab some tape out from behind the bar and just put it over my mouth.
Yeah.
So this is the semi-final of the State Championships men's fours. Somebody's asking a question, what's the difference between this event and the one held in La Trobe Valley recently? So the La Trobe Valley event was the Henselite Victorian Open. An open event that anybody can enter, whereas this one you've got to qualify through and win your region title.
Win through your region.
Both terrific events. Slightly different purposes, but...
So basically the difference is there's 16 different regions throughout Victoria, and it is all the region winners.
Yep.
In, each discipline. Mixed pairs, men's pairs, women's pairs, triples, fours, singles, champion of champions. So you've got to win through your local region to get through. And some places, for example, Bendigo, Campaspe, Goldfields, so they've got their 3 separate competitions. Bendigo,
3 playing areas.
Yep.
So the Bendigo playing area, the Campaspe playing area, and the Goldfields playing area. So you've got to win that first.
and they meet up to play off, and that's how they get their representatives. So it's similar in the Vic Open aspect of 8-day carnival, stuff like that, different disciplines. However, you must win through your local playing area to get to this stage.
Some areas it's a hell of an achievement in itself.
Mickey
just to win a
Sloper,
region title.
terrific shot.
Well played, Mickey Sloper. He followed that one down. He knew it was close. Dialed in beautifully. There'll be 1 to the Ocean Grove boys so far. Both skippers will have something to say about that. Good controlled weight here from Dean O'Neill.
Just missing with that. What are you a coffee fan, Tone?
No.
No?
Never done coffee.
No, okay.
No.
What's your preference
Don't
of
do hot
choice?
drinks. Unfortunately for me, it's Coke, no sugar.
Okay.
No good.
Probably worse for you than actual proper Coke, mate.
Yeah, fair chance.
I'm an almond latte sort of fan.
Almond latte. Very fancy. Decaf, soy milk.
That's the one.
What other?
Low fat, full cream, high calcium, high protein, light skin, omega-3. Extra fatal dollar. Great shot, Tyson. Fantastic
Yeah, well played.
shot.
Draw some warm applause from the crowd.
Simon Jeffrey not happy with a result. I think a couple of rinks over. I think it could be another
Looked
2
like
to
a
the.
decent number. Was there
Could be another 3.
3? I think it might have been. Well played.
So they're now out to a 9-3 lead. Josh Thornton's rink over Simon Jeffrey. Back here, Dean O'Neill, big weight. What do we got? What's he got? Oh, he's missed again. So
Tyson Cromie still with 1 to come. Currently holding 2.
big opportunity here for Tice now. Hold a 4-2 lead. 1/3 of the way through. Currently holding 2. If you can get that extra one early on, get the ascendancy out there.
Be going on at the airport. A couple of planes in a holding pattern over Bendigo.
Probably landing here, mate. Do have a few Qantas that land here.
Well, that one's come in from Chinese Taipei, so take out the first. Look closely at it. I favour this as 2 to Ocean
Yeah,
Grove.
I think body language from Slopes suggests it's 2. 2, it is. Now go to a 6-2 lead after 6, Tony. So we do have the 2 women's singles semi-final. Can't get confused between the champion of champions and the women's singles.
Yep.
So in the women's singles semi-finals, Maureen Drennan currently is on 8, trailing Olivia Cartwright on 11. And in the other semi-final, Nicole Went is on 9, currently even with Nicole McKenzie, also on 9 in their encounter. First to 25 in that.
I've heard they had a little wager, the 2 Nicoles. The winner gets to keep the name. The other one has to change it.
You're telling the story, mate. I reckon that's one of your made-up beliefs, but we'll go with that if you want to go with that on an early Sunday morning, mate. By all means.
I can't quite see the jack over on the Cass Millerick rink, but she has 3
It's-
bowls, 4 bowls, all within
It's
about 1.5 foot.
It's stacked in the middle of them, mate.
Tipping it's part of that. Julie Fitz on a bit of a run at it. This is the women's champion of champions singles. She's got some contact.
She's killed the end.
Well played. She was 4 down there, and Cass Miller says good shot.
Great shot there from Zach to start off again.
Max Rowley marking that game too.
He is young lad.
Young Chicken, I think they call his father Chicken, don't they? Darryl Rowley.
They do.
One of the best markers in the country. I feel like Jackie Woodhouse kind of just needs to get going. So much has set up by putting a bit of pressure on.
Found it yet. Still, I mean, we're only 6 ends in. 9 ends to play. 9 live ends to play, I should say. Crowd's starting to build up a little bit too, Tone. I'm not sure if everyone rather just be here than listen to us, or don't know what the go is, but Zach's really honed in now.
Yeah,
starting to nail it consistently.
He's not missing. I think that's one of the benefits of being here. So if you're in the area, come on down to Bendigo, and you don't have to listen to us dribble on. Well, ask and you shall receive.
Great shot there from Jack.
It's just fallen out, so his second shot. Morning, Barney from Leopold. I'm sure you'll be cheering on the Ocean Grove boys as well.
This is up, it's drawn short, he's just flipping short.
Yeah, Tyson asking it to hurry.
I think Edo will draw the shot here on the back end. We've got, 18 inches of room. Yeah, that bowler Zach's is about 10 inches past, however you got room this side of the jack, so we touched on it yesterday that a lot of people, you'd say that bowl's 10 inches past Tone,
yep.
And automatically you think you've only got that far, but when you think about it, you got that far in front of the jack, beside the jack.
Correct.
Owen trying to find a yard here. Calls of hold on from the skip, Tice. Clears his front, he's a chance. Good shot, went right through the hole.
Nicole McKenzie representing Sandbelt's picked up a 3, and then the next end as well, so we'll wait for that scoreboard to be adjusted, but she's leading 12-9 over Nicole Went from Northern Gateway, plus the margin on that last end.
Great shot, Luke Eddington. Strong shot.
In 4 shot. Liv Cartwright picks up another end next door. She's currently leading 12-8.
Here's one for your Tone to think about when you go back in the office. If, and that's a big if Liv happens to win and Cass wins the Women Champion of Champions, when was the last time that 2 members from the same club won those events?
And not the same person?
I'll let you think about that. I've got no idea who it would be.
If anybody knows, put it in the chat. That is a good question.
So Caleb got one. Mickey unfortunately turned Zach's bowl a foot past the jack.
Yard off, you get it.
There we go, clear call there from Tice. Yard off.
We had the pleasure of having Tyson Cromie in commentary at Vic Open. It was very good.
Signal the track. There's your speed. Come on.
How's he going? What a shot, Mickey Sloper. He's a big unit. What a fella.
He actually rocked Luke Eddington's bowl backwards as well. I don't think it's going to just bring in Zach's bowl, but gee, it's close.
That's so far probably the bowl of the match, Tone. So far. There's been a few of them.
I reckon Dean O'Neill's control weight on the first end to be up there, and Mick Sloper's probably got 3 of the top 4.
That's a good aim there from Caleb. Another one past the jack.
It's just meaning every time Dean O'Neill gets to the mat, he's got work to do. Such as the consistency and ability of the front end of Ocean Grove. Mickey Sloper playing incredible bowls at 3.
Ticeby lining up on his backhand, keeping in mind he is left-handed. Probably just trying to beat Jack's bowl on the wing. Just slip past that, past Jack High. Slopes is having a look at it. They're not sure yet. Drop a little bit's a call. Falls over, it's alright. It's probably third shot. Well, another third.
How does Dean O'Neill get shot from here though, bro?
It's going to be tough. I mean, he could play.
He's got to
Play a good shot and chip
backhand.
his own out. He'd be stiff, but I think drawing a shot's probably... Well, he draws a shot, falls off the back blue one, is a chance. Happens to turn his own, it changes an angle.
See if he can halve the jack sideways.
I think he's tight.
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
Probably just underweight more than anything. Ticeby looking much the same now. Bergie's own, he's a chance to count. Doesn't want to sit too Jack High and give Dean a big target though, because we all know Dean's got a lethal drive on him.
Bundoora's got the 3 back.
I think he,
I don't know whether Jack can get there.
I think he has to just...
Yep.
Clear call there from Caleb. Draw it. No contact is required. Speed's better. I think his line's a fair chance too. How's he going here, Tone?
It's just got to have another leg, I think.
Misses that. Oh, terrific shot.
Good effort. There'll be one more to Ocean Grove.
Another
7-2. Give you some scores from around the grounds. Cass Millerick in the Champion of Champions singles round of 16 match. She's leading 17-9 over Julie Fitt from Northern Gateway. Next rink over is the semi-finals of the women's singles. So not Champion of Champions, the women's state singles. And it is Nicole Wendt on behalf of Northern Gateway 9, trailing Nicole McKenzie for Sandbelt 13. Both these disciplines through to 25 shots up, so still plenty of time for everyone there. Murray Downs representing Murray Mallee in the men's fours semi-final have got a bit of a lead over Eastern Rangers. And that's the Heathmont rink, 10-3 after 7 ends. And on the very rink next door, which you'll see the scoreboard every now and again, Maureen Drennan has just picked up a couple of shots there. She now is 9. And with a resting touch-up with her first bowl, is trailing Liv Cartwright from Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields 12. For all the other scores for the women's Champion of Champions on a different green, they are being live scored. So if you're able to jump into Bowls Link and have a look, find the match you're after. As Cass Millerick is about to pick up another 3. So it was 17. It's just picked up
Jackie Woodhouse has nailed it again here.
3 there to get to 20. So action of plenty here down at Bendigo East Bowling Club.
Beautiful day Watch some bowls, Tone.
Absolutely spot on. Get to see some finals this afternoon too, some medals awarded. We'll have the conclusion of 2 disciplines today, which is men's fours and women's singles.
Yeah, solid opener there. Solid openers there from Zach.
Little edge on the jack. Tyson Cromie quite smartly not wanting to interrupt Jack Woodhouse's swing, so has plenty of time to mark that toucher while the bowl's in course. For those watching at home,
Great shot, Jackie Woodhouse.
bowls etiquette 101.
Fantastic shot.
Well done, Jack.
So, Tone, I think 5 minutes ago we mentioned that Jack hadn't really nailed it yet, and he must have heard, because he's had 3 bowls since nail it.
Thank you, Benny Winther. No, that's my fat fingers. Putting the one on the wrong side. It is definitely 7-2.
Benny you should have seen him do the scoreboard yesterday, mate. It took him 20 minutes to work out what the numbers were. We got a little bit of it on camera, but yeah, went too long, went into overtime. That's why you don't mark, is it, Tone?
There you go. Giving you 1 point.
Oh, we better pull that up.
Yeah. Oh, still in front.
No. That's
half my score.
That's true to my form at the moment, mate. Trailing.
Benny Winther's still in bed.
He flew in from
Lucky
Sydney.
man.
Played
Oh, yeah, of
in
course,
Sydney
didn't
Pennant.
it? Mount Lewis.
Great shot from Owen. They had a big win, Mount Lewis, and
Yeah.
in Benny's rink as well. I believe he was 3rd to the great man Scotty Falborn yesterday. They won 33-11 from my memory. I checked the results last night.
Fair old effort. Been entertaining rink too with Scotty T and Benny Winther.
Ben's a big advocate for over 40 state bowls. Thinks there's a chance in that. Not too far off, I don't think.
The concept of over 40s bowls is interesting. I think it has no relevance if you're just going to pick the same people that represented at Open Company and under 18s, because it's not serving any purpose. But if you're going to do it as people who've never represented previously and try and catch people who've come across from, you know, netball, cricket, tennis, whatever it may be, then I think it's got some merit.
So you're a chance then?
Oh, I think it's definitely a chance, but there's no use having a competition where you're just going to go and play against people who've been playing for years. Doesn't
Mickey Sloper just
offer anything.
going through the little gate there.
I think we need to take that point back off you, Brad Marin.
Why's that, mate?
Benny Winther's just giving you a bit of a whack there.
Yeah, I knew his age, mate. All full and well. Get to play alongside the great man in a few weeks up at Moama, playing the George Lynch Fours.
Who else is in your 4?
Couple other fly-ins.
So Jackie Woodhouse still holding shot.
To be announced, mate.
TBA.
So, Mickey Sloper, much the same as his last, except he's trying to not get the gap.
No, gives himself a little slap. Well, it just wasn't quite on line. See if Caleb can correct. Not quite going to have the legs.
No, but it's probably, well, it's made it a bit more difficult for Tice. I think he'll just try and get on his backhand, being a left-hander, draw the shot.
Marianne Davies, the women's singles semi-finals. So Nicole went from Aberfeldy CBC. She's trailing Nicole McKenzie 9-14. And in the very rink next door, Maureen Drennan has just picked up another couple of shots. She's trailing 11-12 to Liv Cartwright. Tice doesn't like it.
Tice not happy with that.
Proper short, that one.
So
it's a bit of a wall of bowls at the front here.
It is. I think Dean be looking to get to this back one of Owens, just on the left here.
Spot on.
Although he probably doesn't want to expose the front red one and give Tice a path through. So be careful playing this. Imagine Dino those full of confidence. He'll be backing himself though. More than capable. Here's the big fella. It's not far.
It's not too bad. Just want to spit it too far.
Oh, it's a fantastic shot.
Yep. I'll play Dean O'Neill. A little bit of pressure on Tyson Cromie here, I reckon, for first time in a little while.
Yep, yep. Calls of that is brilliant over in the other men's semi-final. Simon Jeffrey played a bomb. Give you that score update in a moment. Back to this one, Tone. How's he looking? I think he looks
I don't think he loves it.
Asking for it to rip. So
can Dean O'Neill come down the same track?
Currently holding 2, I would imagine. Gets to the bowl, he can make 4, so big opportunity here from Dean. Tice has got none left. That game next door has really tightened up again, Tone.
Sure has. Liv Cartwright finds a way to get in front. Maureen Drennan, well and truly good enough to peg her back. Righto, here's Dean O'Neill's final bowl of this 8th end.
Don't think he
a bit high.
Overly likes it.
No.
I think we're going to see 2
no damage
here.
was the call from Caleb Shaw.
I think we're going to see
take
2.
out 1 pretty quick and they'll take out 2.
So 7-4 after 8.
Let's see if I can put the scores on the right side of the scoreboard this time.
Mind those fat fingers, Tone. There you go, scores right for you, Benny. Probably going to have a conference here, the Bundy boys.
It's the first time Jack Woodhouse nailed it, which gave everyone else a bit more freedom, and Dean O'Neill for the first time got to the mat, thinking I don't have to try and save shot here.
Yep, correct.
Righto, we'll see the result.
So, well,
one more to Murray Melly over there. They now lead 11-3 in the second semi-final. They played 8 ends as well.
Well, the mat's right up here. The Bundy boys have brought the mat up.
Yeah, I don't mind this.
Couple
Bit of a change in
back.
tactic.
Couple metres back from the 21.
Jack needs to get one right on it here. This is where the pressure starts.
Cole went scoring a single over there. Get that score back to 14-10. Glorious weather here.
It's been a funny old tournament for this Bundoora 4. They won at an extra end in the round of 16 match, and then they won by a shot in the quarter final. And they were both very low scoring.
And I believe the Ocean Grove boys in their first game, I was chatting to Slopes yesterday, they were 10-3 down in that, and come back and won 16-11.
Yeah, Tyson had a bit of a tough morning. His car wouldn't start. He was late to get here. So they obviously struggled to get into it, but once they did.
Great shot, Jack Woodhouse. Draws a clap from Tice.
So Bundoora won their first 11-10 on an extra end. But in their quarter-final, they won 10-8. It was 9-8, and they picked up a single on the last end. So they don't like to do things the easy way.
No.
Ocean Grove are a very good opposition, though.
So what's Zach got here? Great speed, just under.
Zach's been pretty good.
He has. Luke be looking to draw a toucher here. Yes, he's probably unlucky, but it's a good shot anyhow. Early on in the end.
It's a funny old game sometimes, isn't it?
Lawn bowls, eh?
Maureen Drennan's got another toucher on the rink next door.
Tell you what, that game's nip and tuck. It's been some serious heads over there. Once again, I mean, we could have live streamed any game, to be fair. They're all as good as each other. Try and even it out and give everyone a go. How's Lukey Eddington going here? What a terrific shot. He's made three. Fantastic shot.
That's up there as one of the bowls of the day.
Backhand, swing the jack. So, see how Owen goes here.
Swing the jack into the ditch on your backhand.
I'm just watching Tice's body language. What a shot. Owen Clark.
Exactly as called. Didn't quite follow it in. He's probably got a metre, touch over a metre.
Better than 3 down though, Tone.
Spot on. Well played.
Great shot. Back to back howlers. Edo's first one, and then followed up by Owi's jack in the hole.
Cass Millerick is first back into the clubhouse. She's had a 25-9 victory in the round of 16 Champion of Champions. Reigning title holder.
Good shot there from Caleb Shaw. If it's not shot, it's definitely second. Great shot.
One down to that, says Tyson Cromie. So Cass Millerick representing Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields, 25-9 over Julie Fitt from Northern Gateway. Walkover earlier to Julie Jeeves from Strzelecki.
Mickey Sloper.
It's
been about this time when he's played a horn. Have a look at that, Tone.
He has been very, very good. Gets a hat off from Tyson Cromie. Oh, Buck Lehman doing good stuff over there.
Is Caleb going to settle here? Just a fraction over. Further 2 shots to Nicole Went over in her encounter against Nicole McKenzie. Now trails 12 shots to 14. So that's nip and tuck.
Yeah, you get the feeling that one's going to go down to the wire.
How's the slope going? Fraction quicker than his last.
He's got to settle now. Got to settle.
Oh.
Not quite. Great effort.
Good shot nonetheless. If the green was an extra 6 inches, he would have stayed afloat then.
Yep.
So he's not far off.
Dean O'Neill try and pot it.
No, he's drawing the shot. I think he's 2 down, mate. So the signals were 2 anyway. So.
All right. I thought they signalled that they were 1 down to Caleb Shaw's bowl. No other touches for Bundoora on the rink. So nothing to try and put in the ditch.
No. Tice be looking as close as he can with this one. Obviously, Dean's only got one to come. How close is he? Needs to settle. I think he's going in.
Yeah, that's swimming.
Jack's been moved. That will go back to where it was. Big shot here from Dean O'Neill now. Needs to probably drop 2 feet, Tone, off his last. How is he? Needs to hold, we just heard. He's not happy with that one. Can Ty see that Bundoora bowl? I don't think he can. It's worth another 4. I don't think he can see it.
Don't think so. He's going to come down and see if he can, but...
Because these are the ones, I mean, you've got a 3-shot buffer. If you happen to land the red through it, you make 6. Well, I think he'll try and draw the shot though.
Yeah,
plenty of room for him.
It's a bit too risky.
That's right. Takes
He's
off.
also got Slippery's bowl in behind it.
Takes 2 feet off. He draws. Gets another. So back himself on the draw here.
He's asking it to slow down.
I think he's just over 2.
Right, 1 to Ocean Grove representing Geelong. Nine ends gone. 8-4. Simon Jeffrey has a bowl to try and not drop a number. Yep, he does that, gets it back to 1.
They're having a battle over there, the Eastern Range boys.
They are.
Struggling to score.
So Murray Mallee 12, leading Eastern Rangers 3. That's the opposing semi-final of the men's fours for State Champions Week.
See next door, Liv Cartwright holds a 1-shot lead, 14 shots to 13 against Maureen Drennan in their game. And a couple of rinks over from that. Nicole McKenzie probably getting on the mat, holding 2 here and holding a 14-shot to 12 lead. So
and 1 bowl to come too, so she can make this ultimate pain.
Can get this to 17-12 if she draws another with this. So we'll let you know how that goes.
Zach just asking this one to hurry. Line's good, but 3 foot short. Nicole McKenzie is not short. Just catches the...
Might count, don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. Doing a finger measure.
Jack Woodhouse has played good speed, just 2 bowls tight. Good start, great start.
Yeah, Jack Eye.
It's very low scoring this one, Tone. We've
We've
played 9 ends, but only 8 scoring ends.
So yeah, true. That certainly helps it be low scoring. For those who joined us late, the first end had 2 resting touches. Was a 0-all scoreline. Nicole McKenzie picks up 3. Now, as called by Bradley Marin, leads 17-12 over Nicole Went. So that's Sandbelt leading 17-12 over Northern Gateway.
You ever played a wrong bias, Tone?
I actually have not.
No?
That's one thing that I haven't yet done.
Oh, it's good.
Might have had some results on my bowls that look like I played a wrong bias.
Come out like melons.
Pineapples.
Jack Woodhouse, what's he got? There's the hurry. Oh, great lines. Know his line. He's starting to play more consistent, is Jack.
Yep.
So Owen Clark coming off his Jack in the pit last end. Back to the draw. I think he just overcooked the speed. Needs to land it.
Little rush of blood from earlier. Was asked to play backhand swinging weight Jack in the pit last end.
I think
Good
he's
enough to do it.
I think he's tried to play it again this end. I'm sure he'll make his correction.
He will. He's been playing very well.
Big one here from Edo. Clear jacks, he's good. He has. Yep. Well played.
A little bit of pressure on the Ocean Grove 4 now.
Close seconds the call from Tice, so probably 3 down. Owen sits the ball. He's just, he's
a bit stiff there, but
well, the only good thing with that, I suppose, is both Owen's bowls are now past the jack, so I don't think big slopes will be short to this, I wouldn't imagine.
Some catches.
So now it's about, if you're the Bundy boys, setting up where the jack's probably going to go, because you respect the fact that the opponent's good enough to get it, so
yep.
Put the coverage in now. And
Luke Eddington doing exactly that, Brad. Well called.
Big fella's going to load up here.
Yep, Tyson asking him, yep, go for it.
If you're walking behind this rink, be careful.
You want to be paying attention right about now.
Can let them rip. Big slopes. Plays them well. Plays them very well. How's he looking?
It's going to be contact. Oh, just halves another edge. He's probably taken one out, in fairness.
How was that bowl spun around the front blue one?
Yeah. So Bundoora holding 2. Still sits like a fair old target.
Given the fact that they're playing that much weight, are you covering here, or do you get the fact that if it's contacts made, they're probably going to kill? So would you be trying to draw another, change the angles?
I'd still be trying to draw another, but I'd be super conscious of not widening the target anymore. It's already a 2.5 bowl target.
That's a good shot.
Is good.
That's a good shot. Might not count,
it's in the count, but it's in the right spot.
Is he going to go again? Here we go. Go again. So.
It's a bit of line.
Oh. Played a good shot. One down.
Back to one down.
Terrific shot.
Bowls scatter everywhere.
You'd probably expect Caleb to draw this and put him 2 down.
Yep.
Caleb's a good up-and-coming player.
Carl, to answer your question, Maureen is going okay. She's 13. Liv Cartwright is 14, or they are just about to update that board.
As we wrap him up, he's just failed to count, so...
It's probably in the count, is it?
No, I don't think so. Camera angles can be deceiving, mate, but...
I reckon this might say it is, but as you say...
I think, well, you can see from here the red one's, what, 4 foot, so...
Yeah, Carl, Maureen just dropped a 2, so she trials 13-16 to Liv Cartwright.
I'm backing the 2 skips to get a couple of bowls closer than the already shots, so...
Yeah, it's turned into a skipper's draw.
As we have, Tice has got shots, so there we go. Backing Dean in here, though, he's got a yard. He's a Premier League skipper. He's a state skipper. Was a state skipper.
You can follow down the same line as Tyson.
Right on cue, he's drawn the shot.
Yeah.
Great shot, big fella. I wonder if Tyson will go this. He's got a toucher in the pit and the best back bowl, so just looking, the bowl's just in front of Jack. I wonder if he'll have a crack at getting the Jack in the pit here. If he gets the bowl, he's probably going to move the Jack anyway, but gets the nuts the Jack, he's 3. He is. How's he going?
Oh,
he's killed it.
Gets it out again, out of bounds. So.
Asked for the belly. I think he asked for the belly and he got the hip.
Good effort nonetheless. Such is the confidence.
I thought he'd play that. He'd back himself with it.
Yep. Well, he had so many options at the back. I mean, even killing it wasn't bad. They were 1 down, so
That's right. You're right.
a chance of being 2 down. But
So Nicole McKenzie, a couple of rinks over, has strung a few ends together. Now she leads 19 shots to 12 in the semi-final against Nicole Wendt from
the,
Northern Gateway.
umpires out there using tremels. Yeah, game of millimetres, 2 true. Murray Melly still leading the other semi, 12-3. They've played 9 ends over there. Shorty on the mat, leaving that bowl a touch short. Joshy Thornton said Shorty was bowling really well yesterday. Shorty, of course, leading for Murray Melly.
Well done, mate. Good start, Duke.
2 feet.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Bit of a loose one here from Zach to start with. It's been pretty good.
This is where Jack Woodhouse needs to stamp right on it.
Good, mate.
I think his speed's good, Tone.
Touch
Just
quick.
needs to settle. You're only quick if you miss, Tone.
This is true.
Just the yard now, mate.
What's that stuff they just sprayed on it? I've never seen that. That never happens to my bowls.
Buddy.
I haven't seen it in the past 6 months.
Well played, Duke. Great shot.
Go down there. Get it close in.
Handling your speed, mate.
Only when you're writing on the chalkboard.
Your speed. Come on.
Great shot here from Zach. What a response. Great reply.
Shot, mate. Very good.
Fantastic reply.
Good, mate.
Handy, mate.
Got one, mate. You jump on there.
Situation, please.
These two skippers, no doubt, will be names. Well, they're already names of the present, but you'll forever you'll be hearing these two skips' names for a fair while. Tone,
Copy yard.
Yep.
This one is behind the jack.
great shot, Jack Woodhouse.
Yeah, good set.
Got the shot, mate. Another one there, mate.
Well played, Jason.
Casper says another point for Brad.
What for?
I don't know, he must have done something wrong.
No. I'll have that, pal.
I'll give you the point. Casper
Howie
can be the
Clark.
judge.
Owie!
Oh,
This
what a
is
shot.
lovely
What a shot,
Great shot, Owie Clark.
What a cracker.
Draws the applaud.
There, mate. You know, gets Jack in the guts, over's good. Can land that red.
Good shot here still for Edo though. If he gets a split on Jack and Ed on Owie's, can run through and sit the blue as well. Give himself the chance. Good yard.
Just a touch high.
Yeah, good speed. Gives him a chance with that one there now.
Yeah, you're roundabouts here, mate. Get the JCs. Well played.
Buck Lehman drawing shot on the other ink in their encounter.
Fair old luxury having Buck Lehman playing 3D,
Over,
isn't it?
mate.
Solid play, mate.
Yeah, very.
Been around a long time.
He has.
Hey, either side, just rolling to there.
He's opposing 3 Nick Dorr from Heathmont's in very good form too. Of course, a
Yeah.
member of the over 60s Victorian men's team that won the national title last season.
Right now, mate.
Was in the over 60s trial last Friday here in Bendigo.
Come on, Owie.
2
Owie,
feet.
what's he done?
Up, up, up.
2 feet.
Phenomenal shots. Yeah, two rippers. Might not count, but changes angles on the
Yeah.
setup and everything. So
Playing really well.
Can get that split, get a good result.
Is Owen Clark.
Yeah, mate. Well played. Good.
Couple of feet off, mate.
Edo, think he's
Gives it a bit of a
pinched it
shake of the
tight.
head.
He's
Yeah.
pinched it tight.
Just didn't quite like it. Needs to stay in now. Yeah, should have done.
All you got now, mate.
Liv Cartwright wins another end next door, as did Nicole McKenzie. I think she picked up a single there, so she now leads 20-12. The Sandbelt representative, affectionately known as Sandown from some.
They're going to put the tape on this Liv Cartwright, Maureen Drennan one, but Laureen Smith did favour Liv Cartwright's bowl, so
From me, I'm picking from here I'm picking Liv's bowl, but
yeah,
must be closer if the tape's been put to work.
could be just a bit of a measure in hope.
2
There's
inches.
about
2 inches.
comfortable margin there. Ah, yes, Casper John saying it was your comment, you're only heavy if you miss. All right, I'll give him a point.
Caleb, what's he got? Well, he's moved it, so he's opened it up now, so gives him a sniff now.
2 Luke Eddington bowls waiting out the back.
Oh, keep your speed. You tighten it up. You do turn, that's okay. Change it up.
Boys having a laugh between themselves.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's...
Must have heard the Sandown comment.
Could be.
Mickey Sloper, another one just past. It's good home.
Yeah.
So, big shot here from Caleb. Mickey's had the better of Caleb so far. Still 6 ends to play. How's he going here?
Oh, well played.
Great shot.
Doesn't
Got it to
quite
1.
get the result, but
He's got it down to 1.
slippery, which is Michael Sloper, has just said to Jack, well, that's a toucher, mate, before he picked it up. It was about a yard and a half out of bounds, not in the ditch, and both players, I think Jack sort of looked and what, that's weird. Good fun.
Toss on the Maggie, holding 1. Back himself to draw this. He's probably got 2.5, 3 feet to count.
Needs to hurry.
Hey, speed's good, Tone. Speed's good, Tone.
Oh. Better
Now,
eyes than me, Bradley Marin.
I'd be surprised if Dean plays pretty confident. Gets a jack. No, he's electing just to play the draw speed with his first. I think he is battling to get there. So Tice probably do much the same now. Given the fact Dean's last bowl, he'll probably elect to, he'll either elect to get around Owens, or he might even cover the 2 back blues. If Dean elects to try and run the jack in, I think he is. Trying to get back to the 2 blues, I think. Wants to miss Zach's bowl. And he's got it. So, Dean run the jack in here.
Made for you, mate. What do you want, mate?
So he's backhand for the jack. Calls it Dean. Gets it in the piggies 3. Oh, wow, he's stiff. He's 3 down, I think.
It certainly is a game of millimetres. We see this one coming in. We're so close to getting the jack clean, and then when it does get through after a bit of traffic, kicks the jack to the right.
3 for the Ocean Grove boys. As I said, game of mill. gets a jack. If he hits the jack first without any bowls, he makes 3 himself.
11-4 now. 10 ends gone. We're 2/3 of the way through this match. Maureen Drennan electing not to play her last bowl on the rink next door.
And a team conference, but old mate Simon Jeffrey is called. So they must have won the end. Their score 12-5, trailing. Oh no, bit of confusion in the scoreboards here. Could be something else. 12-4. 12-4. For the viewers, that is not someone swearing in the background. His nickname is Buck. So don't think that someone's having a crack there. His nickname's Buck.
No cyclist riding past today.
Take that how you want.
JT just asking Buck to come down and skip. Like,
It's generally what you
ducks
say when
inside
someone
the
doesn't
powder,
listen.
isn't it? Correct.
Good start again from Zach.
Yeah, lovely weight. Sean just saying, hopes I was watching on how to use the scoreboard. I'm never going to live this down, am I?
No.
I don't know whether I did explain it or not. There's little plastic rings here.
Mate, don't
Hold
make
the numbers
excuses.
up.
The fact of the matter is it took you 20 minutes to
And
flick
it's
a ball
broken.
over. Just-
And so I fixed the number that was on the front, and then I noticed there were 3 or 4 other numbers
Here
back
we
a
go.
bit, and I thought, I can't
Here we go.
just let this slide, so I wanted to fix them too. Anyway, 25 minutes later. Good thing there was no call-out fee.
No, that's right. $150 call-out fee on Saturdays, mate.
Should have left it till Tuesday because we charged public holiday rates.
That's good from you, mate. That's well done.
All right.
I would, not point worthy, but anyway, whatever you reckon.
Come on, mate, you're only heavy if you miss as point really either. So.
At least it's a true statement.
Part of me's thinking you might have
Tell
just
me I'm wrong, though.
slip Casper $20 or something. Just
Tell me I'm wrong. You're only quick if you miss.
No, you're not wrong.
Otherwise, you jack eye generally.
I'm not going to tell you you're wrong because you're not. Jackie Woodhouse just a touch shy.
Open in, mate. Go with the shot. Zach's 2 feet out.
I think the reality is, Brad, if you ran through and lined them up position for position, I think Ocean Grove probably wins the battle of the leads, the battle of the seconds,
Well,
the
I
battle
think-
of the threes, and
So it's always...
battle of the skips.
Don't quote me, but I do think that Zach does league in their Premier side. Owen does play 2 in their Premier side. So players that, play their actual positions do them well generally. Because it's common for them to be playing those roles where, I think Jack Woodhouse might play 3 for Luke Aiello in Pennant.
Yep.
I think Caleb plays as a 2 in Pennant. So, the Bundy boys, not taking anything away from them, they're still good players. But I think,
100%, but I agree.
these Ocean Grove boys playing in their positions probably holds them in a bit better stead.
Yep.
Confidence-wise, they're not doing anything that they don't already know. So,
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
and in saying that, Tice obviously plays 3 for Paddles, and Mickey Sloper plays 3 for the Great Man Tangles. So, just waiting for a bowl from Liv Cartwright to see if it's coming back in. I don't think it is. Maureen Drennan on that rink, currently holding 2. And trails 14-17. What's Edo Goggy? Oh, he just didn't need the rock. What's your lunch of choice today, Tone?
Salad roll.
You're heavy into
Same
those
as
salad rolls,
yesterday,
aren't
yeah,
you,
no, I
mate?
quite like them. They do a very good job of salad roll here. I thought the pies looked very good, but that's the last thing I need for lunch.
Being the athlete you are, mate, I don't think that would be on the menu for you.
Supreme athlete. I can watch sport with the best of them. Liv Cartwright needs this bowl in.
Oh, she's going to cut it down anyway, isn't she? She's
Yeah.
probably cut it down to 1.
Probably. Definitely 1 down.
So,
Could still be 2 down.
back on this one. Nikki Sloper, that is.
Turned his back on that one early. That's probably
Must have slipped.
the loosest bowl that he's played. He's been very, very good today. So it was just the one.
Was
for
only
Maureen
one.
Drennan.
Good shot there from Liv.
She's still trailing, but she's getting the margin back, as we've seen a few times in that match.
It's never been a margin that's been greater than 3 or 4, I don't think. It's
So trails 15-17. That's Maureen Drennan trailing Liv Cartwright in the semi-final of the women's singles.
asking for this to hurry. Oh, he's lacking 2 feet.
The other women's singles match is getting real close to being over. Nicole McKenzie representing Sandbelt is 23. Nicole Went representing Northern Gateway's 13. So Nicole's holding 1.
Tell you what, regardless of if Nicole Went does get defeated, what a sensational
Unbelievable,
you
isn't
know,
it?
crack from her.
2 years ago to
That's
be winning
right.
the rookies, the novice event.
That's right.
Now
And
she's
she's
made a semi-final.
probably freshens her up if she does lose this for the triples. She's in as well, so
Yep.
she had a big week and it's about to get even bigger later on with another event.
Yeah, she's down game at the minute. Having said that, she came home like a steam train against Anne Draffin, so
Good shot there from Caleb back on the main rink. I think he's got shot out of that.
oh, it's close, but yeah, I
I'd
reckon
say he's
you're
got shot.
spot on.
What's your favourite discipline to play, Tone? What do you like playing four, so 3 other blokes carry you?
No, quite the opposite. I like playing singles so I don't disappoint 3 other
Ah,
blokes.
right, okay.
Just kind of slips away that way. Only disappoint myself.
Ty's playing weight, looking for the bowl, or the jack in the belly.
Jack in the teeth! Jack in the teeth! Got it! Yeah!
Jack in the teeth, he
Loves
says.
it.
Not in the lip, in the teeth. What a shot.
Now that's finished about 8 or 9 inches from where the jack is. So it's getting to that stage of this match where icing ends.
Right at the back, or do you come forward?
Last one goes to the jack, please. In front of Jack High.
So Dean O'Neill has got to draw it right to the lip. And even then, this might be just about damage control.
First of all, they want... Just needs to settle. I think they've got second shot.
They do now, but Tice has still got 1 to come.
Yeah.
So Dino's got to get 1 in close to make sure this is only 1. It's going to be almost impossible to
think-
wrestle shot back.
I think Zach's just said if you get the bowl, you're 4, but doesn't know that it's only 8 foot of room if he does get it. So he's taking a seat on the back wall. Tyce's playing it.
Hold on!
How's he going? Well, he's made 2 out of the fortunate result.
He says sorry to Dean O'Neill.
So, Dean drops YAR his second shot.
Still some fight in Nicole Went too, Brad. She was down a couple and got the shot.
So, big
What's
one here from
Dino
Dean.
done?
What's he got? His weight looks better. Just needs to clear
Yeah,
out.
this is a nice shot, Dean
Well,
O'Neill.
second
Well
shot.
played.
Great shot.
Very well played.
Keeps him in the hunt.
Yep. It's going to be 1 more to Ocean Grove. They're now 12-4. We played 11 ends at this semi-final.
Great shot there from Tice. Nice confident shot.
So I was saying before, Nicole Went has a knack of fighting near the end. She won 6 of the 7 last ends against Anne Draffin to take it out 25-24.
More so, nothing to lose, to be fair, mate.
Does not know how to give up.
Nothing to lose. Just have a crack. Liv Cartwright holding one on the rink next door. Maureen Drennan doesn't have any bowls to come. Simon Jeffrey, 2 rinks across. Chasing his bowl. That's he's the call of "You Are a Star."
JT still has 1 bowl to come.
He does.
Just talking about promoting something up.
Tell you what, there's some experience between that combination of Buck Lehman and JT there.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, played a lot of bowls together, those two. Kim is asking what's Nicole playing in for Northern Gateway. So she is the representative in the women's singles. Not to be confused with the champion of champions women's singles. So she's in the semi-final. She's in a fair old battle. She's down 14-23 to Nicole McKenzie. But she's made a very good account of herself.
Jack just going through a metre.
2 feet, mate, up and over on yours is good.
Jake T got a bit of a fortunate rubbing result in there. I still think the Heathmont...
1 down to JT, so Heathmont picks up a single. They are 12-4 down, so that'll now be 12-5.
Great shot here from Zach.
Yeah, he's been pretty good today.
Promoted his own.
It's easy to get confused with those 2 events, particularly given they're both on the same day.
That's right.
So the round of 16 Champion of Champions women's singles that started this morning. But we're semi-final stage of the women's singles, the state singles, which is what the 2 Nicoles are battling it out for.
Up there, mate.
Just a reminder, you can jump onto Bowls Link and see some live scores of all the games that are on the other green. We're happy to give you all the scores from here. Cass Millerick won the Champion of Champions round of 16 singles match this morning against Julie Fitt from Northern Gateway.
Howie Clark, terrific shot. Nicole went. Might hang around. Don't know if it has. Don't know what the go is over there. We'll
could have a shot for game here.
2 feet less, you get it.
keep you updated with that one as we can. 2 feet less is the call from Tice.
Decent track again, mate.
Well played, buddy.
I think he's better in speed with this. Knows the Jackie's forward, just slipping through the hole. Draws a counter though. Couple of good homes there. So Luke Eddington, I think he's played this really well. Oh, it's a good shot. Probably just went past. Nicole McKenzie might be playing weight over there, so she might be down actually. Could be down.
Or she was just trying
to get the ball out.
Shot. So
Nicole Wentz going to the finger measure. 1, 2. Well, it's 1 over there. One to Nicole McKenzie, so 24-14 now in that one.
I think she was playing weight to remove the second shot.
For the game, she did have third shot, so.
She was close. Paddles, not sure actually, mate. We'll see at the end of this. But it'll be one of two things. It'll be the women's singles final or the men's fours final. My favourite, it's going to be women's singles. But we'll see. We will have them next door to each other, so we'll be able to give you
chop and change. Yep.
Some good commo on it and some pictures here and there.
That stream will kick off around the 1 o'clock mark, Tone.
Yep, scheduled for 1 o'clock.
Yep.
If it's anything different, it'll be on the Bowls Vic Facebook page, so keep your eye on that.
Liv Cartwright, couple down on the head. Oh, she might have got the shot out of that. Next door.
The right way. She looks happy.
I think she turned around and gave a signal as though she's got one.
Yep.
Mickey Sloper just going through. It's good home though.
Get him, mate, let's go.
Caleb keeps his speed as his last, just tightens it up a fraction. Here's a chance. He's definitely tightened it up. Lands a bowl, he makes 2. Oh, he's got the jack for 1 to himself. Toss one down, draw the shot. Shot bowl is in front of the jack. Back of the bowl is probably in the front.
It's still going to take a bit of change here from the Bundoora boys if they're going to threaten this Ocean Grove 4. There's just no weakness in the Ocean Grove 4 at all.
Just setting heads up good for themselves to be able to, well, Tice has converted a few ends, being able to good set up heads.
But even if they miss, they never miss by much. They're
Asking for it to drop. Look at the speed. Terrific speed, eh?
It's just in a great spot.
So,
Right up there, be positive.
nice clear call there from Joshy Thornton. Couple of rinks over in their semi-final. They lead 12 shots to 5 over the Simon Jeffrey skip rink from Heathmont after 11 ends. 4 ends to go in that one.
And from your eyes, Brad, Nicole McKenzie or Nicole Went holding shot?
Nicole Went.
That one really close to it there.
Dean short with this. Big one here from Tice. Sits the bowl, touch the jack. That's the go, I think.
Whatever you see best from there, mate.
How good's that from a 3? Yeah. Just confidence at its best. Whatever you see best, mate. He likes it. He's trotting after it. What's he got? Looking for the bowl or the jack?
Just going to get the gap.
Got the gap. He's
Either side he had it.
great speed.
First part's looking all right. Second part's looking all right. Third part was pretty good too, just slightly.
Jane McMenamin, unfortunately, Pamela, has succumbed to Di Washfield 25-19.
Dean O'Neill.
Good shot here from Dino.
Oh,
Didn't want to kick
stiff.
the jack. Yeah, Luke Eddington
Summed
just
it
says
up
it's
well.
just one of those days, brother.
He summed it up well.
Yeah, I'm going to put the tape on this just to be sure, but I favour it's got to be Slippery's bowl that gets the shot. So Pamela and anyone else, if you are looking to see some scores of the Women's Champion of Champions singles, they are being live scored on Bowls Link for all the games that are not on this screen.
So it was 1 to the Bundy boys still.
Bundy boys did get it, so there you go.
7 the diff, 3 ends to go. And I can tell you that Nicole McKenzie did get shot with her last, so she now wins 25 shots to 14 against Nicole Went. So she advances to the final.
Hats off to both players, but in particular Nicole Went. As we said earlier, only 2 years off winning the state novice, and now finds herself pushing Nicole McKenzie in a semi-final of the state singles. So well done to her. And of course, Nicole McKenzie will be playing in the final against either Maureen Drennan or Olivia Cartwright.
As I said, it's probably just the start for Nicole Went, isn't it? It's a novice bowler 2 years ago. I've got no doubt that yeah, she's going to be a regular name that we see here for years to come.
Yep, agree.
So, Bundoora boys, 7 down, 3 ends to go. They've just had a
JT's just played a horn over there, as he would say.
they've just had a long discussion.
Yeah,
Very
Bundoora.
happy with them. With JT's bowl is the lads. 8-2. Have a look at the way JT's bowl's standing up over there. It's
hard to believe that's going to stay. Bit of weight from Simon Jeffrey over there.
just a little bit. Oh, he's got his
This
own
is
now.
everything. So JT kicked it back to his seconds bowl.
Well, Simon Jeffries played weight, and I think he has
Both.
removed every bowl of his.
Both leads have those sort of black, dark blue bowls, so I think you're right. I think
Looking
they
at
might
the
be both
stickers, it's
shorties.
the Murray Down stickers from
So
shorties.
it's
That
1,
are,
2, 3, 4.
it's
and
at
then
least 4, and JT's got another to come. So that one, wow.
that could well be game over
I
after
mean,
this end.
could be at least, well, could be 12 the diff with 3 to go. And I mean, the way they're playing, it's
There's one toucher in the pit, so JT's got to be a little bit careful. He doesn't take the jack back. I think the toucher in the ditch is away, so. Yeah,
he's
it's
in.
getting applause.
He's
Two
drawn
great
the
bowls
shot.
from JT.
Brilliant. From Joshy. Liv Cartwright holding shot next door.
They take out 3, 4, 5. Now they're going to have a look to see whether 6 gets there. Tell you what, it's going to be really close for that purplish coloured bowl. Back to action here.
Great shot, Jack Woodhouse.
Yeah.
We'll let you know how that measure goes.
Well played, Jackie boy.
Maureen Drennan playing her last bowl next door, 1 down.
Liv Cartwright having a bit of a sit down over there. Don't know whether that bowl took a long time or what. She's holding.
Good shot. Good
It was a
couple there
6
from 6.
for JT. So that'll be Murray Melly now leading 18-5 after 12 ends.
Oh, that result looks inevitable.
13 shots on offer. Oh, sorry, 13 shots the difference, I should say, with 3 ends to play. So for Murray Melly, they've only got to win 1 more end. That's all she wrote.
Well done, mate. Good maths.
Thank you. Do I get a point for that?
I wouldn't have thought so.
1, 2, 3, quick maths.
Be able to do maths this afternoon, counting Carlton goals, mate. 6, 6, 6.
Probably only need 1 hand.
Have a listen to the
Well
cheek of
played.
him.
Owen Clark. Very well played.
VBL coming up soon, Tone?
Yeah, looking
what's the
forward to
plan with that?
Yeah, that's going to be even better
Bigger.
than last year. Yeah, so the teams that we had last year are all in again.
Inclusion of more teams, is there? Or
Inclusion of more teams, including a last chance qualifier. So we'll have some exciting stuff to announce soon.
keep
Well
ears
played,
pricked
Luke
for that.
Eddington.
Sure, the clubs out there keep their ears pricked for that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Not too far away.
And any club can be in that. You don't
Correct.
have to.
Correct. It's a chance to qualify and be one of the 16 teams in the competition this year. Expanded prize money from last year.
Stay tuned for more.
Yeah, some of the best uniforms you've ever seen in the VBL.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to be a part of the Gippsland Lyrebirds last year, and mate, uniform was incredible. Fantastic
absolutely.
uniform, and the support we got also from the Traralgon club representing the Gippsland side was incredible as well. And it's,
Yep.
I'm sure that event, mate, is just going to get bigger and better each year that it's played.
Yep, spot on.
Caleb's
that's in
not
about
happy with that.
August this year, Casper, not too far away. So scores here, Margaret, is Geelong, Ocean Grove, but representing Geelong region, leading 12-5 over Bundoora, who are part of the Yarra region. The other semi-final of the men's fours, Murray Melly, 18, are leading Eastern Rangers 5. They've both played 12 ends. So on the current strength, it's a Murray Melly v Geelong final later on this afternoon. And in the women's singles final, Nicole McKenzie from Sandbelt has defeated Nicole Went from Northern Gateway. And Liv Cartwright, representing Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields, is leading 20-15 over Maureen Drennan from West Coast.
So all bowls this end are relatively close. They've all nailed sort of their line. They're all within the 2 feet width of Jack.
Yep.
What's Caleb got
Too
here?
bad here
so
too.
Dino's
Jack through his ideal,
Oh,
just misses. Gee.
I think Luke Eddington's comment from last end.
Summed it
It's
up well, didn't
relatively.
he? Just one of them days. I mean, that's sort of an inch off taking the jack through to waiting 3 or 4 bowls.
Yeah, you're correct. His slopes, I don't think he is.
Touch short. One of a very few bad bowls today from Michael Sloper. He
Next
should be
door.
well pleased.
Liv Cartwright holding 3 next door.
There's still plenty of room for Maureen Drinner to draw it. She's going to come down and have a look-see.
Yeah, she'll come have a wander down. Sunday stroll down to the head
Yeah, why not?
after church.
Semi-final of a state singles. A lot of churchy people here today.
Dean O'Neill, what's he got for us? Don't think he's there, is he? No, he's not.
Tyson Cromie making his way down to grab his Henselite XG. Peacock model is the name. Brand new bowls as of the Vic Open. It's his 14th set of bowls across his career. Of course, started very young, so a lot of those were sizing up to the size 4 now.
I reckon I've had 14 sets of bowls in the past 2 years.
Still can't find the set.
No, I've got the set there, but just, I don't know. I just like mixing colours every now and again.
Yeah, why not? So Tyson's kicked up Dean O'Neill's bowl. I don't know whether it's 2
It's
down
probably 3 now. That one of Jack Woodhouse just in front of the red, you can see there on the, probably counts. So Dino can get half the jack around the corner.
That's picture
on the
perfect.
45. He's probably 4 or 5 there. So and all it takes sometimes is one bowl and it gets you going. So
You're interested.
if he gets this
You're
jack
interested.
Hold on.
Asking for it to
oh,
hold
he's
on.
going to be stiff.
Oh. And this is,
One of those days, as
yeah,
Edo would say, he's 2 inches from making 5 himself, and instead he's probably only 1. Well, they've got 1, so Tice won't be too unhappy if he doesn't draw this. I mean, 1 down's not the worst when you're 7 up,
No,
3
that's
ends to
right.
play, but if you can draw the shot and go 8 up and back, it holds you in good stead.
I reckon that's just been a familiar story for the Bundoora team today. Tyson Cromie. Looks a touch wide.
Looks just short to me. If you had the extra 2 feet then.
Well, if you've got the front of it, you rock it.
So, 1 to the Bundy boys. 12-6 after 13. 6 shots, 2 ends.
Bundoora yet to get a multiple.
I think that's credit to the Ocean Grove there's boys there.
Sorry, my apologies. They do have 1, 2 there. Everything else singles.
That's off, Jacko. Woodhouse. Hang on, buddy.
Handy start there from Jack Woodhouse.
Yep. So up and back
Come on. Finish off.
is the situation here. There are 6 shots the margin. Certainly not insurmountable. We saw opportunities for the Bundoora team to pick up a number in that last end. Just half the jack the wrong way.
Next door, Olivia Cartwright picked up 3. She now leads 23 shots to 15, Tone.
Your tip is still alive.
Jackie boy.
If only I tipped football like I did bowls.
Yeah, nice bowl from Zach. That's where the pressure started.
Liv Cartwright draws a lot of applause. Don't know if it's shot though, it's just gone through. Jack Woodhouse, what's he got?
It's another turn.
Yeah,
well played. Good set, Jack Woodhouse.
when you're 6 down, it's a good start to life for the crew.
Josh Thornton down a couple over in the other semi-final. Of course, they currently have a 13-shot margin. Only really need to win one more end. But
I reckon JT might play weighty. Got a feeling he might play weight. He's got the 2 back red ones. He runs the jack in the pit. She's game over. That's all she wrote. Well, he's given himself a chance. He's wide though. He's not happy with it. No. Edo, mind you.
Sits on the back bowl. That's a good bowl, Luke Eddington. Holding through.
3.
Bradley Marin doesn't drink, Casper, so we're all safe.
Keep holding on.
Owen Clark.
Owen Clark says, that will do me.
Yep.
What a shot.
Draws the tip of the hat from Tyson Cromie.
Fantastic shot.
I reckon we'd be hard pressed to find an end where either
Here's your best chance.
Owen or Zach haven't had good bowls, and a lot of ends where they both had good bowls.
Yep. A little bit of wind decided to pop in for a moment.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, good shot, Luke Eddington.
Sums up Bundy. Not far off at all, just not quite.
Rink next door, Maureen Drennan with her 3rd bowl. Actually got shot off Liv Cartwright, and Liv with her last just missed it, so Maureen's holding 1 and a measure with 1 to come from herself, so she's up having a look. This is when Owi's played another good one. Just trying to get to the
This looks pretty good
back
too.
blue.
This looks pretty good.
Needs to hold a fraction, I think. Doesn't want to sit jack high. Oh, says bad luck.
Yeah.
I mean, for those watching that new to bowls, it's a good shot. However, it makes a target go from a single bowl target to now a 2-bowl target, and a bit easier now for the Bundoora boys to convert. But the good news for the Ocean Grove boys is the Leeds bowl, Zach's, is past the jack.
Yep. Just still measuring on this other semi-final of the men's 4s between Murray Mallee and Eastern Rangers. And it
2
is
shots.
Eastern Rangers 2, so we thought that might be the case. That keeps
Caleb
them
Shaw, big
in
weight.
the hunt.
Oh, he's got he's moved some stuff around the back. He's got 2 back ones about 8 foot past the jack now, and Ocean Grove have got one about 12 foot past.
All bowls stay in the rink. So it's 11 shots the margin with 2 ends to play for Murray Mallee over Eastern Rangers in the other semi-final. Eastern Rangers looking to shorten this up. Jack back on the tee.
I think he'll
for
cover.
A shorter mat,
Yeah.
giving them opportunities to kill if they need to.
No point to go near it. No point at all. As you can see Tice's foot there.
Yep.
That's where he's asking Mickey to try and get to, as close as he can.
If he leaves his foot there, you might find that's as good as a resting touch. You see Tyson
He's going to chalk it.
saying that's as good as
Needs to take the lid off for the chalk to come out.
a toucher there. Caleb Shaw with weight again.
Oh, he's got his own out and his back one. So I think we know what's about to come from Dean O'Neill. Torse is going to get Mickey Sloper to... He's going to have a look. And he says, draw to me foot, pelt.
What's a blocker in there? Mickey Sloper doesn't look overly pleased with playing a blocker. Hard bowl to get right.
It's probably one of the hardest,
Oh.
I'd say. Because your weight can change depending on where it lands. You know what I mean?
Chop. Good shot, mate.
Yeah, well, it's pretty close.
It's a fair shot.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks pretty happy, as do all the Ocean Grove boys.
So Maureen Drennan next door picked up the 1 on the previous end. She trails Liv Cartwright 16 shots to 23 in the race to 25. Winner advancing to play Nicole McKenzie at 1 o'clock. Dean O'Neill, big weight. Miss Sloper's front one. He's a chance to get the split here. Oh, he's stiff. Played a good shot.
Very stiff.
So, Torsby looking, Mickey's foot's about 4 foot past Jack. Although I think Toss is trying to beat Mickey's front one on the blocker. Well, it's a blocker.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad spot.
I wonder if Dean goes bigger at the inside of Jack Woodhouse's bowl. Or if he elects to flip over to the backhand, he can just skirt Mickey Sloper's front one, make enough contact. They've just looked at that, the inside of Jack's. They've just, you can see there on the screen, end-to-end scores.
Got a lot of big numbers in there.
Oh, what have we got? Dean O'Neill.
Liv Cartwright holding game.
Dean O'Neill. Oh, he's pumped out one of the Ocean Grove back one. Tyson draws a shot. It's going to be relatively hard.
Presume he's just got to come on his forehand and try and sit the bowl of Luke in. And of course, he's left-hander, so...
I think there's less danger on the back end, but anyway, what's Maureen Drennan done over the... she's gone through the hole, so that game is wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen.
And they shake hands.
Olivia Cartwright will play Nicole McKenzie in the Women's 2023 State Singles Final.
Tyson Cromie electing not to bowl his last, so it's now 13 to 6.
13-6, mate.
14 ends gone.
That's a blunder. Bad luck, Pelt.
You can't take a point off.
I've just added one on to me. Still trail 3-2.
What, you get one each time I blunder? You get your bloody century soon, you'll be raising the bat. Well played to Maureen Drennan too, I reckon.
Yeah.
She was behind by 4 or 5 shots a couple of times and
nip and tuck the whole
clawed
way.
their way back in.
I think it was 15 all at one stage as well.
Yep.
So, no, well done to Liv. She was my pick from the word go. I'm going to stick with her.
Dandy Club just asking, is the women's singles final next on the stream? I'm going to say I'm 99% sure yes it is, which will be Nicole McKenzie from Dandenong Club representing Sandbelt up against Liv Cartwright from Moama representing Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields. And the men's fours final will be on the very rink next door, so we'll get a bit of both. We'll cover the concluding stages of both matches.
So this is sort of just last end wrapping up. It's going to be tough to see the Bundy boys get 7 here, to be fair.
They scored 6 in 14 ends, so to get 7 in one end is always going to be a challenge.
Especially when you come up against a team that's just playing their roles so well.
It's not really missing, are they?
No, it's
been very consistent.
Well, the ends that Zach hasn't nailed it, that's when Owen stood up and nailed it. So
Buck Lehman holding one over on the Murray Mallee v Eastern Rangers rink.
So the fact of the matter is Simon Jeffrey's got one bowl to come in that game, and he must make, if he doesn't kill the end, he must make more than 3 for them to play the last end. So
he's just sent one down at 100 mile an hour trying to kill it. So I think that's their only option. 11 shots the drift with 2 ends to play.
I think both these games are on their last ends. Well, this one is definitely, but
just wonder if this isn't a time for JT to put a blocker in. But
no, well, when there's that many bowls short of Jack, there's chances to kill it. So I don't think the blocker. I think JT be trying to change something up, or
well played, Owen Clark. Little back
right
hopper.
on cue, Owen Clark.
He sort of tried for that, but as you say, there's plenty of traffic there. So Simon Jeffrey will go with big weight. Currently down 1 at least.
I think he's missed again. He has. So
straight through every hole.
Into the final, the Murray Mallee rink, skippered by the one and only JT, goes. They defeat the Heathmont Eastern Rangers rink. Just confirming the last end, whatever. Doesn't really matter what it was.
No, I'll say they picked up a 1 and will win at 19-7. So that's McKay, Caldwell, Lehman and Thornton. Won 4 region titles in a row.
Really?
And yeah, had a decent run. Must have been the 2020 championships played in January 2021. Pretty sure they made a semi-final there too. So they already won better. Yes, correct.
That was down at Warrnambool, yes.
So they're into the final and they'll play the winner
of this
match here.
Which appears, at the moment, to be the Ocean Grove crew. However, still 4 bowls to come from the Bundy boys to try and kill the end. So that's all they've got on them. With 3 bowls on the bank, you're not getting 7 as is. So the kill's the only option for the Bundoora boys.
Caleb Shaw just warming up his arm. Pretty sure.
It's like you're giving the old cricket days. You're warming up, giving the captain the nod as though I'm ready to go skip.
That's right.
He's giving Dean a bit of hope that he's ready to get it. I reckon Mickey might play the blocker here again.
Barbara Young is saying congrats Grovers, all the best in the next round.
2 ends in a row that Mickey Slope has played a blocker.
Yeah, probably doesn't quite get back to the line he wanted, but nuisance value.
Well, Tone, if this is short of the jack, I'll buy you lunch.
So Caleb Shaw, the Henselite XG, sent down with purpose.
Bang.
Got it. And killed. Well played.
So we'll go again. Bowls will come back, I'd imagine. It's an interesting one. See, if this is me 7 up, I mean, I'm probably getting the jack towards the tee. Less chance of killing it if the jack is on the tee.
100% agree. I'm not quite sure that I understand why it wouldn't be, even if it means bringing the mat up.
Yeah.
Either have a run at it yourself or let them put it in. So much less chance of killing it from closer to the ditch. Good shot by Caleb Shaw, though.
Very good shot, yeah, very good shot.
Handy player. Hard to believe he's still only 17. Played in all the events this week, or last week I should say now, in the under-18s state championships. Now finds himself in a semi-final.
So the jack's a bit closer to the tee. Jack's a fair bit closer to the tee, so...
Yeah, well played. So our women's singles final is set. It'll be Nicole McKenzie from Sandbelt up against Olivia Cartwright from Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields. That'll be from 1 o'clock this afternoon. At the same time, our men's fours final, which will feature Murray Mallee, the rink skipped by Josh Thornton, up against the winner of this match.
If you're in the area, come on down. Got second round women's champions or champions singles also going on this afternoon.
Quarterfinals they'll be up to.
Yep.
Some good matches in there. We thank Bendigo East Bowling Club for hosting us here. Tonks and his crew have put on some fantastic greens for us to play on. Of course, the City of Greater Bendigo who support this event, bringing many, many people to the town, filling the hotels, filling the restaurants. A whole lot up here, so well played to them. Jackie Boy just a touch narrow again. Weight's very good.
It's just a matter of time now, isn't it, Tone?
Yep.
What's the schedule looking like tomorrow? I think it's men's pairs tomorrow, Tone, for memory.
Sounds good to me.
Men's pairs.
Looking forward to some action there.
Men's pairs and the following on stages of the women's champion and champions.
Singles, yes.
So there'll be some great games there. Round of 16, men's pairs tomorrow, 9:30.
Luke Eddington just gets a nice little walk through. Bundoora holding a couple.
Women's pairs could also be on tomorrow.
Could well be.
Yes. I think you're the man that should know this, Tone, CEO.
This is where Jimmy Whitehead, our events and competitions manager, is the keeper of all the clues there.
Good shot there from Alan Clark. So, look, I'm being optimistic, but there is a little chance here for Bundoora boys if they can trail the jack around the corner a little bit. Hold 4.
They can sit on Owen Clark's bowl, which is exactly what Luke Eddington's about to do. Just doesn't want to kick it the wrong way.
He's got it the wrong way.
Yeah.
So I think we might see Waite from Caleb again trying to kill it. Oh, at least reaching. If he tries to land the back red.
It's probably worth one go at it, and if not, then 3 shots at killing.
You can see along the bottom of the screen there, Australian indoor qualifying. It's just opened up the entries for that. Can jump online, go on the Bowlsvic website, go on the Bowlsvic Facebook page. All the entry details are there. I think that's coming up in June, from memory.
Yep.
Had a brief look last night.
Spot on.
6 different qualifying options for the men and 3 different qualifying options for the women. So jump on, book yourself a spot to qualify. So there you go. Hopefully you get through. You'd be entering that, Tony.
Plenty of spots to qualify for Victorians. We've got 12 spots in the men's field and 9 in the women's. So look forward to seeing some good representation from Victorians up in the Australian indoors, played at Tweed Heads.
You qualifying for that, mate?
Don't know whether I'd really trouble the field too much. I think might make somebody happy that day.
It's always worth a go, though.
This is true.
Might be able to sneak in, get an easy section, mate.
Unfortunately, getting an easy section doesn't help my ability. Or lack thereof. Righto, Caleb Shaw, big weight again. Looking for the kill.
I think he's wide.
Yeah.
Can't quite see there. We had Dean in front of the camera there. We apologise.
They've been pretty good today, all these
Very
boys
good,
in avoiding the camera.
Very good.
All used to it and been a part of this, but might be just a bit going on. They want to focus on their bowls.
I'll have to go and get the legs massage after standing up for 2.5 hours this morning.
It's good for you standing up.
Very good.
Makes you grow taller.
Mickey Sloper, what's he got? Just slipping under, asking for it to hold. Here we go, so big weight again from Caleb.
Just a little bit sweaty palms.
Looking to
Backs
kill
away.
again.
Gets it away smooth. Oh, just misses.
I've got.
Kicks a fair chunk of dirt out onto
Tell you what, there is a group of 4 people with their back towards us. That if Dean O'Neill gets his jacket,
Yep.
could be in strife.
There we go. They're just moving out of the way now, which is a good move.
Because this man can let them rip. So
Now here's an interesting one. We've just had a game start early.
yeah,
Cass Millerick is involved in a few different events. So Jimmy Whitehead, events manager extraordinaire, smarter than the average bear. So he's getting that game started a bit earlier because she's likely going to have to play a 3rd game today
here we
if
go.
she wins this match.
Stand clear.
Just misses.
Yeah, she might have to play a 3rd today. The joys of winning all the time, Tone.
I've heard stories about it.
Have you done it?
I used to win at a couple of things when I was much younger and fitter.
Yep.
Cass Millerick partnering Liv Cartwright in the pairs tomorrow. So
I think this is just a formality now. Trying to put the jack inside the clubhouse. No,
just
game
misses.
over.
Rocks around. They'll pick up a couple for their trouble, but that'll be a victory to Ocean Grove. 13 shots to 8.
Wow, what a game. What a performance from the Ocean Grove crew. Really kicked off with Mickey Sloper first of all, first couple of ends. And I mean, they, to be fair and respectfully, Tice didn't have to do a great deal then. I think he was set up really well, but
No,
when he did have to, he did.
He
So
played a couple of absolute belters when he needed to, but as you say,
that's a big effort from the Ocean Grove boys, and they'll be back on at 1 o'clock. They play against the Murray Mallee combination, skipped by Josh Thornton, who just had a really good win also. So
looking forward to that. It'll be a good final.
if you're in the area, come on down. But I think the stream game will be the ladies' final. Nicole
Ladies
McKenzie
singles final.
versus Olivia Cartwright from Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields. So
Yep. They will be on neighbouring rinks, so we'll get to show you both. But I think a good all-round performance from Ocean Grove. They
Yeah.
really had
played their roles
good
really
day.
well. Played their roles well, and you know, we touched on it a little bit, but obviously Zach leads in pennant and Owen does play too. So how much that goes to help you probably don't realise how much that actually helps, and I think it helps a lot.
Bundoora, I think, can hold their heads high. I mean, they had one of those days, as Luke Eddington said at one stage, just jacks getting halved the wrong way, and instead of making 3 or 4 or 5 at times, they'd make 1 or they'd give 1 away. So not to be for them today, but well done on them to making a semi-final. And of course, the boys from Eastern Rangers from the Heathmont team, they made the semi-final as well, the men's 4s. They can hold their heads high, as can Maureen Drennan from West Coast in the women's singles semi, along with Nicole Went from Northern Gateway. So we'll wrap it up there. We thank the club, Bendigo East, Tonks and his crew for preparing the greens, and all the volunteers that have helped us get today's games underway. We will be back at 1 o'clock here for Victorian State Champions, the women's singles final at 1 o'clock today. Thank you, Bradley Marin.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Brad from SEN, who's produced the show so wonderfully well today. We shall see you back here at 1 o'clock.